Morning, brother. B, sup, Bessa. Thought about being bullish today. We appreciate you. Good morning, Chan. Good morning, Sam. What's good, Jonas? Manny, appreciate you guys coming in every day, man. Appreciate you guys. Good Mints, appreciate you too, brother. Yusuf, appreciate you too, my man. Oops, what's up, brother? Get through this charting just so I can have my daily outlook down. Got like the highs open. To be honest, I think we're bullish. Intraday looks pretty bullish. I mean, London high looks inevitable. Buy side looks inevitable. Already take it. Why are we so bullish? It's typical to be bullish when oil is bullish because dollar is going down, right? If you look at the dollar, you know what? Dollar is actually not going down, but usually dollar is going down. And then oil going up, which is obviously not the case. So everything's in reverse. Oil's going down, dollar's going up. Usually what happens is if dollar goes down, right, equities go up. But that's not the case. Right now they're moving in tangent, but we'll see if that fixes or settles. What's good, Lee? Good, Lee. Reese, what's up, brother? Alien Society. Cairo, what's up, brother? Bias, we'll cover bias. What's up, Dominic? What's the indicator for the session lows and highs? It's called ICT kill zones and pivots. This one right here. ABC, what's up, brother? It's not an easy, but in my opinion, bullish. Did we manipulate below midnight? No, we did not manipulate below midnight. Close to it, but not quite. I mean, we rarely get a fair value gap here on the midnight candle. Oh, actually, it's not the midnight candle, sorry. We'll cover the weekly outlook, and we'll cover the daily outlook as well. We'll do the outlook on both. Yeah, we're 2.5 deviations of Asia. Already taken previous stage low though. Makes things difficult. That gap up makes things difficult, but we'll manage. Yeah, the daily's pretty choppy. Daily outlook. What's the indicator for time? What do you mean for time? That one is also called ICT kill zones and pivots. I'll break down everything, guys. It's not easy, but we've done it many times before. We think we would take money highs. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in 5 minutes. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Let's open up the accounts. I gotta pass this account today. I mean, I don't have to. I have over 2 weeks. Actually, I have just 2 weeks, I think, or just over 2 weeks. I don't know. Yes, today's considered news, but I want to get rid of this account ASAP so I can start the next one. I like to do my accounts one by one, so we'll try to get that one done, and we'll try to get one on the alpha as well. By the way, we're doing another alpha giveaway. This one's just for accounts. Same things last time, so you guys know the drill. What's good, Ryan? What's good, Ash? Huh? What's up, brother? Ryan Topping? Ryan Topping? Why not do accounts as a group? I just don't want to spend so much money on accounts that I might blow, and I'm being really aggressive on, you know? I don't want to continuously buy 5 accounts, copy trade them all, and risk the entire account. Like, to me, that's just like very degenerate, you know? At least my chances of passing and getting 5 accounts is greater if I do them one by one, because then I technically have multiple attempts, right? Rather than just doing 5, because then my pass rate will be higher, you know? And for me, honestly, like Top Step Alpha is pretty much enough. I don't really need more. Maybe down the line, 20 Apexes, but like I don't even know, really. Top Step in Apex is more than enough for me. Just having 8 accounts, 150Ks, you don't really need more than that. Don't really need more than that. Kotavi, we'll cover bias, guys. What are your thoughts on Apex? It's the best firm to scale, and they're cheap, but it's not easy to get a payout. You got to make sure you know all the rules and you follow them and you stay consistent. I think Apex reached out to me for affiliation again. Not again, sorry. This would be the first time. But it's hard to get a payout with Apex. It's hard to trade Apex, in my opinion. It doesn't really mimic how you would operate on a live account, for example. But then again, none of the prop firms really do. But you can do it. Go to Top Step removed trade of it completely, I think, right? It's not the worst thing in the world, but I want to buy a founded next account. Funded next, huh? Do I think Alpha Futures is the best firm? Yeah, to be honest, yeah. Even ChatGPT does. If you were to ask ChatGPT and you give it the info, it's just too easy to get a payout, man. Too easy to get a payout with Alpha Futures. But Top Step's pretty good too. Top Step's my number two. You had any entries? Yeah, man. Already took 12 trades today. I struggle eating breakfast before gym like Avatar usually cooked. I feel you on that, bro. Then you get like the shitty middle ground where it's time for gym and you're either hungry or you feel like shit. You have to pick one. Alpha Futures is restricted. Is Top Step restricted? 50% discount on 50K with 5% maximum $48. 50% discount on what account? Yeah, I feel you, Ryan. I feel you. It's not it, but pretty standard. It's because the payout's a little bit easier. Now, if there was no activation fee, but I already have account, so. All right, it's 9:24. Let's talk about the game plan, boys. Let's talk about the game plan. Let's see, before we talk about the game plan. One, we're doing a giveaway in the Discord again. If you use my code on Alpha Futures, let me know. I'll enter you in the giveaway. We're doing accounts this time. It's gonna end in July, so it's a little bit quicker. There's not gonna be as many entries. So we're thinking like a 1 week. It's gonna be 1 week. So if you want to do that, message me. We'll roll the winners when I'm back. That's one. Two. Tomorrow. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, no live streams. I'm going on a trip. No live streams Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I will post any trades. I will post my daily outlook, and I will post any losses or wins um, in the free Discord. So if you want to see my bias or whatever, if you're curious, it'll be in the free Discord. So there's that, and then the last thing is that's it actually. Yeah, I think that's it. So just know I won't be here tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. I'm going on a trip. I won't be able to live stream. I'll still be trading, probably, hopefully on the beach if the service is good enough. And yeah, okay, let's talk about bias. Weekly bias. Weekly chart. Very simple weekly chart. In my opinion, we either draw to all-time highs or we draw towards the weekly imbalance. I prefer all-time highs because dollar's likely to go lower and oil likely to go up. It kind of fits the narrative, and then this staying open for a target, way down the line. The PM session video is gonna come out right after the live stream. Did it say bank holiday on my YouTube? Yeah, that's incorrect. I don't know why I keep saying that. I literally changed it, but it seems to be continuously appearing. Yep, if you use a reset, if you do a reset with the code, you can enter the giveaway. Just let me know. Yeah, no bank holiday. Sorry. Let me fix that. Where would you trade? What do you mean where? Trade. Yep, it'll be on you. It'll be on YouTube, user. Finals plus highly. I knew OKC was gonna win. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. It was rigged to game 7. Halliburton could have dropped 50, bro. OKC was written to win. It was written, bro. Predetermined. Anyways, bias. On the weekly, like I'm giving you guys my weekly outlook, so you don't have to, even though I'll be posting my daily outlooks, let's cover what the weekly outlook is. There's two objectives: the weekly imbalance and all-time highs. I favor all-time highs, but I wouldn't be surprised if we start to break down and take out the weekly busy. That's one. Two, how do we know which one it's going to go to? Well, we don't. We wait for the weekly power of 3 to tell us which one is more likely, and then we have high probability bias after the fact. For example, let's say we get closure and we get, treating this as like a bullish order block, assuming we're in like some sort of buy program. Well, then we can probably expect higher prices. Say we get a strong candle above previous day's high, All right, well then we can probably expect all-time highs. If we start breaking lower, then we start looking here. So just let the weekly power of 3. I'm going to let the daily do its thing before I have a very obvious, clear daily bias that I'm going to stick to, without a shred of doubt. Right now, there's a shred of doubt because I don't know if we're going to reverse or not and start trading lower or higher. I prefer higher, so my soft bias is higher just because it kind of favors the narrative more. But I'm not going to say, oh, I'm 100% bullish, confident in longs. Any longs is, In terms of today, very simple. Two things to look at. Power of 3, order flow. Order flow right now is bullish. Most recently, we took out this low from London. We got the CISD, bullish fair value gap. That's bullish order flow. And we have London high as a target. I'm expecting London high to get taken. So if we can get a setup towards London high, I think that's a high probability setup. And that would be simple. After London high, things get difficult because it's either previous day's high or midnight opening, in my opinion. Assuming we move, otherwise we just go sideways. But after London highs, in my opinion, it's either reversal to midnight or continuation to previous day's high. We're probably just going to have to wait for the order flow and see. Let the order flow guide us, If we start seeing something like London highs, retracement, and then in the macro, all right, well, it's probably going to continue higher, right? It's just the signatures and the edge of the model. And if we take London highs and we get a strong CISD and something like that, all right, well, it's probably going to go back to midnight opening and give us some sort of discount. And then this will be saved for another day. So we let the order flow guide us. But right now, immediate draw is London highs. If we can get a trade towards London highs, that would be great. It also, and I think it's possible, it just pumps right at the open. I think it's very possible it just pumps right on open, straight to London highs. But not much we can do about that. So we'll just see if that happens. 9:45 PMI, yes. We have 9:45 PMI. So unless I can get an A+ classic model, so unless 9:30 opens, trades lower, gives me an inversion, and I can target London high, then we're gonna have to wait till the macro. So that's the game plan. Yeah, Halliburton was about to go crazy. How about your power of 3? I mean, that's the model we're gonna execute every day. What's up, Robert? Edward, what's up? Yeah, Halliburton was going crazy, bro. I'll be honest. Can you copy trade it live with fundeds? You can, but I really wouldn't recommend it. All right. Aggressive move, lower. Wait. Bro, you're telling me all that and we don't even have an opening range gap? All that hype and we don't even have an opening range gap? Wow. Lame. So lame. So lame. So very lame. Anyways. Appreciate the notion tip, but yeah, I got you, brother. Well, you guys know the drill. So on this account, we'll try to risk 750. On the funded, 250. And easy from there. If we get an inversion here, I'll probably enter long. Just like I said earlier. The 15 is, yeah, probably a 30-minute. Yeah, we're inside of a 30-minute, so we'll just mark out that, for example. See if that wants to hold. Really aggressive opening here, though, so we'll just see. I'm here every day, 14, 15. Appreciate you, bro. For me, it's 9:15, but ITT kills those and pivots, yes. Yeah, really aggressive move here. We may go straight to midnight, which is fine. We're inside new week opening. We're inside that new week opening gap, 25% level. You guys, should I make a vlog? Should I make a vlog today? What's up, Hassan? I was thinking about like recording my journey, but like who really cares at the same time, Like I wouldn't watch someone else's vlog. Not like a vlog, like not like an actual vlog, but like just record the trip, record the beach, record where I might trade, where I'm gonna read. I'm planning to read Market Wizards on the beach. Do a vlog. Me neither. Do you trade today? I don't mind trading today. We would watch your journey, bro. Appreciate you, Lucas. Sounds great. Yeah, maybe I'll do it for fun, but don't show your girl. Well, I'm gonna post it on YouTube. What am I just gonna send it to you guys individually? Oh yeah, I mean I'll definitely I'll show you guys. Man, insights from Market Wizards. Listen, if you guys follow my Twitter, that's where I'm gonna share insights on everything I've learned from podcasts, books, um, interviews, all on Twitter, man. I want you guys to follow my Twitter. I'm always gonna be posting psychology stuff there. I'll probably just post psychology stuff and then like trade executions. I think that's simple. Is it good to watch your videos? Yeah. Me personally, I would watch it. Okay, I'll do it then, guys. I'll do it. I guess as long as somebody watches it, then why not? I think it'd be fun to have. But yeah, follow the Twitter, yo. I'd be posting low key psychological gems. It's like requirements. Just straight from books, straight from books, straight from podcast interviews, straight from the pros. We're really aggressive here at 9:30. We'll just let this play out, chart, and see. Not like my model is gonna form anytime soon. Not when this is happening, right? So this could be a Judas swing 9:30 classic model, which is what I wanted, right? I wanted to see it move lower so then we could target London. This is quite an aggressive Judas swing, but Judas nonetheless. Perhaps. I mean, we don't know. Sometimes when the Judas swing is really strong, you have to question: is this really a Judas swing? Who really knows? Because this is a really aggressive move. I mean, at least we got below midnight. The week opening gap CE. I mean, for me to get in long, not that much. Maybe the CIC on ES. My bias, I'm still favoring London highs for now. This would be such a good Judas swing. I'll tell you why this would be such a good Judas swing. Because you know the amount of people who are like, holy shit, everything happening in the world, it's probably gonna dump on open. Like, oh, like I feel like that would just be such a good fake out, bro. I feel like that'd be funny, man. I feel like that'd be funny. Even I got a lot of messages. People were like, bro, you think it's gonna dump? You think it's gonna dump? I was like, yo, man, if that's what everyone thinks, fucking Judas swing the dump. What's your strategy? I trade the 930 power of three models, three setups. You look for setup. Do you look at both for SMT? I always have both open. I usually trade the Nasdaq, but I'll always use it to my advantage. The issue is with the long here, though. I mean, there's good potential on the RR. It's going so fast. We can't even get like a decent fill anymore. Not even 2R. No, I wouldn't take a protraction short. London highs. Until I can get disproven about London highs, protraction shorts only if you're bearish. Bro, this is hella lame. Hopefully we can get a retracement. First presentation, by the way. Super lame, super lame. It's not really longable in my opinion. If you long it, in my opinion, it's not longable because it's not going to be easy to manage risk or manage the trade whatsoever when you're buying it from up here. It's literally gonna be a straight SL or TP trade, and it's not even like 2R, man. I mean, you could put the stop here at the breakaway gap, but now we're gonna have SMT the highs. This was that A plus protraction idea that I was talking about, right? I mean, classic model. You pretty much have to buy this candle and just kind of predict it. If we can just get a retracement into this fair value gap, that would be so nice. I wouldn't mind buying a retracement in this fair value gap. I'm just covering the low on the stop loss because it's the ISD on ES. That's probably low of session, depending how volatile 930 is. I say this because I'm bullish, by the way. Could be wrong. That share doesn't speak today, speaks tomorrow. Yeah, it is a BPR. Why did I mark it out like this? You're right, it should be like this. Well, we're gonna have to wait and see if we can get a protraction model long. That's the only way we can get in this move. When you mark out any fair value gap, you have to include the volume imbalance, which is right here. You have to include it if you trade ICTs fair value gaps. If you have another, representation or classification, then okay, you don't have to. But if you trade it the way ICT taught it, and you want to trade it the way he taught it, include the volume imbalances in your fair value gap. Only when the wick doesn't meet 50%. So see how this wick doesn't touch 50%? So then it's good. You mark it out like that. If this wick was to touch 50%, then don't include the volume imbalance. You'd have an inaccurate 50% level. Previous day high, but I don't know about, no, not previous month. That's too much. I'm waiting for a protraction model. If we can get something like that, I'll execute, but we have to wait now. This imbalance doesn't count. It's not there in regular trading hours. I know it looks like it's there, but this is 16:14. This is 9:30. There's no fair value gap. PMI affect me? Probably. It may just pump, but could be a decent candle, especially because we're already super volatile. I'd be pretty surprised if PMI just did look like this or something. Even it's probably the cleanest. But like I said, if we don't take the classic model, then we have to wait till 9:45. So we just kind of have to wait. My model's already formed. I could enter long. My stop would have to cover that over here. But I'm going to wait. Maybe wait for a protraction or just wait for a better entry. For example, if we start coming down and then wicking, I'll take that. Stop would have to cover here though. We have orange folder at 10 a.m. That's okay, Percy. It happens, brother. Alright, 2 more minutes. We'll just wait. You know what would really suck? If we just end up consolidating inside opening range. We're all expecting so much expansion. I'm expecting expansion too. Anticipating at least. That would suck. I want London highs. I feel like PMI probably just sends us to London highs. Pretty high impact. Depends on the day. I've seen PMI do nothing. I've seen PMI look like this. One more minute. PMI's in 1 minute. So the next candle. We should open up the YM here and see what's going on. Okay, YM looks similar. Dollar should be going lower. Yeah, see? That's what we were talking about. Dollar goes lower. Oil, ideally, even should be going higher. And then, obviously, equity's higher. Trade bid on Top Step got removed. I'm telling you, bro, Top Step L, man. Nah, Top Step not L. They're still my number 2. But Alpha's definitely number 1. Alright. Next candle, 5 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised if it just pumps the London highs. I hope not, because again, I think the highest probability long will be to London highs. But we'll see. I heard they got removed. They're bringing it back? No. From what I heard on Twitter, they just removed it straight up. If you already have an account, I think it's fine. But I don't think any new accounts can be registered with Tradeovate. That's what I heard on Twitter. So I don't know how reliable that information is. Do what you gotta do with it. If you lose your express, you're cooked. Why did they remove it? They want everyone to use TopStep X. My Fund Futures number 2. I mean, the only thing I don't like about My Fund Futures is either you have to pay more, pay more to take payouts with no buffer. I think they always need a buffer though, no? That's what I don't like about it. You can't make a trade of it. Not with Top Step. PMI didn't do much, yeah. I mean, yeah, I also use Top Step X with Top Step, so to me it doesn't matter, but some people want to use Trade of it, right? Why was there a lot of selling pressure for like 5 minutes? One, it's not selling pressure. Arguable, but to me it's not selling pressure. Two, this is a Judas swing. Study this. Who asked that question? Ali B. Study this. You will see a lot of the time, not every day, but a lot of the time, 9:30 will open, aggressively move in one direction, and then aggressively turn around. Top 1 is Apex. For me, top 1 is Alpha. This is my personal top. Alpha, Top Step, My Fund of Futures. And then, to me, Take Profit, Apex, Tradeify, all are in the same boat, number 4. Depends on your goal. That's one of my models, Ali B, yeah. Maven is the best. Brother, you might be the only person in the world that thinks that. It's not coming to alpha. I mean, it's up to you, bro. But if you do, let me know and I'll enter you in the giveaway. Don't find anything worth taking it. I mean, yeah, it was hard to get in. I wanted to get it on the long to London high, but it looks like it may not form for us. We'll just have to wait and see. I want London highs. First thing I said on stream was the highest probability setup will be targeting London high. Everything after that, not as high probability. Previously as high as possible. It's definitely possible. It was too fast. You would have had to enter turtle soup, which is not my style. It's not my style to enter turtle soup. What is happening to Top Step and Tradeovate? I saw a Twitter post by someone that had a blue check mark, and then I saw a TikTok about someone talking about that post, and they said Top Step was removing Tradeovate. They want everyone to move to Top Step X. I'm not 100% sure it's going to happen. It's just the Twitter post and the TikTok post I saw. So I don't know how reliable that source of information is, but I think it's true personally. Going up without us? Yeah, it happens, bro. It happens. I wanted to get in here. This candle went way too high up. If it stopped anywhere, maybe in here, we could have taken it. But we'll see. Maybe we get a protraction now to take an easy trade to London highs. If we just get something like this, I'll take it to London high. Yeah, it happens, Materials. It's exactly what we wanted to. That's what's like. I mean, it's not frustrating to me at all. I'm gonna be honest, because this has happened so many times. I got used to it. But I guess what sucks about it is like we were waiting for exactly this. Like right at 9:15, I said I want to see this move lower. If it can move lower, and I said I'll take the first inversion back. Inversion was quite high. Now I could have entered on the 15 second, but you want to see the 15 second? Yeah, I'll show you the 15 second. This is the 15 second. See what it looks like. 30 second. Still not the best. But if you go to the 5 second, what the hell is that? 5 seconds pretty clean. Traction there. 9:35:15. Not a bad. It's not a. Listen, if you want to trade like that connected, there's nothing wrong with it, bro. There's nothing wrong with it. You could have entered long here, and I don't think. I mean, as long as it's in your logic, you can't just. I mean, in my opinion, you don't want to be the guy who just enters long here and says, yeah. Like, like, I think it's gonna go higher. I'm just gonna go because you're just like going on the spot, and that's fine in some instances, but no, not really. It's really not that fine because if you're just entering on the spot without like a predisposed model, you're exposing yourself to make a lot of mistakes. Imagine that trade loses. Then what are you gonna say? FEG at 9:30, 15:30. I'm not sure what you're talking about, bro. Can you tell me in Eastern time? You're talking about 9:30? This, yeah, no, for sure. This is 100%. That is a good long. Um, it's just the fill. For me, the fill, like I said, the risk reward on this trade is not the best, and then you would have had to hold through news. So we'll see if we get the order block here. I don't think I would take this. Be something like this. Macro protraction to London highs. I see the FEG here. So you mean why didn't I take a short here? I was bullish. That's all. I didn't want a short. I was looking for long. Call it this 3-minute. If we get the OB here, I might consider. The only thing is, I'd have to break even as soon as ES takes London highs. This is more of like an eval trade. Like I wouldn't risk this on the funded. But like let's say hypothetically ES is gonna take London highs right now, so there's really no point in taking the trade. Unless I literally enter long right now, target London high, and then break even so close, there's no point. It's a tape read. I don't want to take a sloppy trade. Someone definitely bottom tick that. You don't even need to. You don't even need to have a model. Just buy it as it wicks. We'll tape read this long. You don't even really need a model. Like you can just, as soon as this wicks, you kind of know it's gonna go higher, right? It shouldn't. We hit midnight. We hit NWOG CE. We got our rejection. We respected that previous wick 50%. That's your entry. It's there. It's just not my model. It's not my model. We can tape read this trade. 10 a.m. should be fine, Lori. If PMI was like that, 10 a.m. should be very fine. Like I said, if I were to take this trade, I'd have to go break even right now. And just put my stop right there. So we can just tape read it. So hypothetically on the tape read. I won't be able to trade PM, but if I could, I would. Are you long, Unc? No, I'm not long. NWOG CE is 50% of that gap that formed overnight. Would you journal a correct bias like now, but no entry as a W in journal? I would just journal it as a no trade day. So when I journal no trade days, I include my daily outlook. I still include my reflection. I'll just talk about what happened. I'll say no trade. This is what I was expecting. It happened. The fill wasn't good, and I didn't take the trade. That's all. Long the fair value gap. Yeah, a trade like this, you kind of just hope it goes to London highs. In my opinion, you can't really know because, like I said, this is stage 2 of our game plan. Either we reverse from London highs and we get a bearish day, which I don't favor. I don't favor that idea. Or we simply just look for a continuation to previous day's high, which is a longer time draw. So we'll probably work towards it. PM strategy is going to be posted right after this live stream. Would you consider shorts because of SMT? Never consider shorts just because of SMT. Don't let that make it. Would I consider shorts? Like I said, either we reverse off London highs, but I prefer longs to previous day's high, if I'm being honest. In my opinion, that's your low of session. I don't think we have any business going any lower. And the rest is distribution. Why take partials? Because it could go lower. It decreases the probability. And it's all about probability. No, I'm trading. What do you mean 1410 highs? You mean this London high right here? Yeah, you could. That's the tape read that we have on right now. See if we get an order block here. If we were to get an order block here, like right now, could I get 2R out of that on an eval? 1.65. That would have been a see that trade we taped it would have been a break even anyways. I like this 5-minute gap. Not really clean in its formation, but let's say hypothetically we can take out this low, get an inversion. I'll go long off that. I favor longs to previous day's high, but yes, we could reverse off London. It's possible. I prefer longs though. I favor longs. More of an intuition thing, I guess you can say. If we get the OB there, there's no trade. So 4-hour bear. There's no 4-hour S&T, bro. 4-hour hasn't even formed yet. It would need to put in the swing high before it's even valid. You could argue it's like 5 minutes, but again, too many people rely on S&T for bias. S&T is not biased. You know how many S&Ts form? So many S&Ts form and break within like seconds or minutes. How much rate to trade NQ on a real account Robinhood? I don't think you can trade futures on Robinhood. Can you? Let me check. I think you can. I'll check the margin numbers for you, but bro, why would they not show everything but the margin? Robinhood margin. Bro, I'm really about to ask ChatGPT because I don't see it anywhere on the Robinhood website when I ask it. Oh, Robinhood has high margins. They have really high margins. You need a lot. I think they have high margins for, and there's London highs. London highs. So, yeah, and that was the long we wanted, unfortunately. I don't know. I'm probably never gonna integrate a turtle soup model. To me, this was really obvious. It was gonna go higher as soon as this formed. But when do you stop trading? 11. Technically, it's 11:30, but usually by 11, I'll know whether or not it's valid. Yeah, there's good entries there. It's just the risk reward is not good. I favor continuation to previous day. If we can get it, we'd have to retrace. We might have to wait a bit. But we'll just wait. Powell's testifying? No, not today. I enter after the close above that candle. My TP hit in 3 seconds of reverse and just rate 1K. You enter that. How come you don't trade open reverse? I do, just my entry model didn't form. It formed all the way up here. Or sorry, all the way up here. That's not enough. That's not enough risk reward in my opinion. Now in hindsight, I guess we could have taken it because I mean London high would be like an 80% target, and then that way we'd have an entry here. We wouldn't have to look for a previous day's high. So I guess in hindsight, I'll probably journal it as a missed trade because if I'm gonna look for continuations to previous day's high, well, I might as well just take the setup here and look for it. And if I only get whatever 1.5R or whatever, or say 1R, because it doesn't go to previous day's high, oh well. But just then whatever, you know. So two scenarios: we either continue or reverse. In my opinion, I prefer continue, but we'll see what happens. I prefer continue though. I think previously as high as possible. There isn't. I mean, technically, your 2022 model, it's not really clear. It would be right here. This would be your market structure shift, fair value gap. On NQ at least. It's not low probability, it's just where are you going to put your stop loss? Right here? I guess that's 1.3 risk to reward. Right? If you put it here, maybe you can get 2, but you could easily get wicked out of this trade, in my opinion. Lori says we reverse. Got show him the 5-second. It showed it. Yeah, even the 15 seconds pretty nice for the. Even the 15 second didn't even form. Did it form on the 5-second? It formed on the 5-second, kinda. Yeah, I mean it did. It formed. It's not the cleanest, but. Whoa, you're telling me the micro gave an entry at 944? The micro wicked all the way into here? That's crazy. That could have been a buy. Yeah, I see that, Isaac. I see that. Trump tweeted on his social, everyone keep all your prices down. I'm watching. You're playing right into the hands of the enemy. Don't do it. It's funny as fuck. That has to be manipulation. 2022 on the 20 nanosecond. The 0.05 second chart, man. You guys are missing out. The easiest long that we can find is from this 15 that's going to form. That would be the easiest one to trust. I prefer push to previous day's high, but it could reverse if possible. I prefer previous day's high. Good say, Garrett. Another thing we could have done is just put the stop below first presentation. So say we got in there. We could have just gotten away with something like that, I suppose. Like we could have juiced out 2R, but that was too hard. I'll be trading every day, but I'm not gonna be live. Listen, everyone in stream, listen right now if you're sleeping. Listen right now. 1, we're running a giveaway in the Discord. It's free. Free Discord. The giveaway is if you use my code, I'll enter you in Alpha Futures. We're doing accounts. 2, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm not going to be trading on Livestream. I'll be back Friday. I'm going on a trip. If you want to know my bias, if you want to know what I'm going to look for, just like I said today, I was going to look for ideally the best setup to London highs. Classic model would have to be a classic model because there's no other way I'd be able to take a trade to London highs unless we got my classic model. So I'll give you guys the model, my bias, and my outlook. No, I wanted the longs and stuff, but there's just not really any good entries. Like you could have. I just don't want taking entries like that. I just never really took entries like that, you know? Like I'd have to fine tune this entry so hard for me to get good risk to reward, you know? Like it's by the time you think about it, it's already too late. So no live streams Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right? I'll see you guys back on Friday. But I'll post everything in the Discord, any trades I take, whatever. I mean, did I expect this to be a breakaway? Not necessarily, but definitely this one. Definitely this one's a breakaway. It's a nice Judas swing, man. It's exactly what we wanted on open. It's exactly what we wanted. Not only we are anticipating the reversal after the Judas, we're anticipating the Judas itself. 3 days without Hassan, bro. That's what's really depressing, bro. That's really sad, man. That's really sad. We gotta wait for this 15. I'm gonna be honest. That's probably the best, our best. I mean, my best bet. I don't know about you guys, how you guys are trading this, but we kind of just have to wait. Nah, no trades. We couldn't find a good enough risk reward to get in on the long. Iran or Israel? Um, Iran or Israel? What do you mean Iran? Like, who do I think is in the right? Iran's taking it too far, but Israel also strike them first. It's not an easy question, bro. I'm gonna be honest. They're both. I mean, yeah, they're both wrong. You guys want to know something funny about Iran and Israel? You guys know how? You guys know how they want Iran to forfeit their nuclear weapons, right? They want Iran to forfeit their nuclear weapons. You know, every single country in the past that's forfeited their nuclear weapons. Listen closely. Listen closely. No, I don't want Iran to have a nuclear weapon. I agree with that. But listen very closely. What's funny is every single country that's ever forfeited nuclear weapons to the US have been invaded and their leader got killed. So what the hell is Iran supposed to do? They're literally giving them no choice. They're literally saying, surrender your nuclear weapons and then we're going to invade you and kill your leader. Or don't surrender and we're going to bomb your ass. Iran has no choice. Iran's gonna cook that spot, bro. It's a lose-lose for Iran. They're kind of like provoking. Iran has nothing to lose at this point, bro. They can literally do whatever they want because they don't care at this point. They have no choice. You know? No, I'm not saying free Iran. I don't want Iran to have nuclear weapons. They're fucking scary, bro. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. But like, what are they supposed to do? You know? Well, that can be banned online. Whatever, bro. I'm taking a 3-day break anyways. Israel is begging to bomb. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to get into it too much. Israel's got to be stopped, bro. Like, I don't know. They're going too far, man. Toffee, what do you mean, bro? What did I say that's wrong? I'm just saying they're giving Iran no choice. Support Iran. Bro, Iran could literally start World War III. You can never support. Listen, as a citizen, your support can never be like World War III. That's the last thing I want, bro. I'm trading at my peak right now, and they want to start World War III? Come on, bro. I mean, bro, everything was started by U.S. They are not of politics. I mean, no country needs. No country needs. We have to wait for a retracement if I'm gonna go in long. We have to wait for my protraction model. Yeah, I'm still looking for setups. Like I said, the highest probability setup would have been targeting London highs. The second highest probability setup will be referring to previous day high as a draw, and we look for continuation. We just have to wait for my model to form. I'm planning to backtest from 2022. It's a good option. I want to experience and observe every condition like I was humbled in the last 2 months. If you want the most similar price action to right now, or I mean, you should backtest it all, in my opinion. If you haven't backtested 2022 to 2024, you should, in my opinion. You should. So yes, you 100% should, without question. But if you want the most similar price action to now, 2023 second half of the year, it's kind of similar. Are you Arab? I'm Arab, yeah. Trading in 2022 completely different price action than right now. It is different, yeah. But For me, the model is the same. You know, it's still fun. You still get that Judas swing. You still get London lower high protected. You still get New York reversal continuation. It's all there. 2 minutes until the 15 forms. We're probably not even going to get to that 15. Previous days had a long way. Is a retracement. Not that one I would trust. Yes, ES is on the right. I always have ES open on the right. JD in here? I don't know, JD, are you in here? After Friday's high, yeah, I don't expect much. If we do get previous day's high, we shouldn't get much more movement than that higher. I mean, that would be previous day's high is already extreme. We may not even get previous day's high. I just want to target longs as this is my draw. Whether we get there or not doesn't matter. It's just about the idea that if we're gonna draw towards here, because I don't know how we're gonna get here. Maybe I take, for example, we enter long, we get this, and then this. Like, I don't know how we're gonna get there. I just know that it's likely we're gonna get there. So if I can align long. What's your deadlift max? I don't deadlift anymore because I have a back injury, a permanent back injury now because of deadlifting. And it wasn't even really bad form. It was just too much deadlifting. My bench peak. I'll tell you guys my bench peak. My bench peak was 285. That's not my peak right now. Right now I'm taking a rest because of my back. Yeah, deadlifting has no purpose, really. 365, bro. Who do I look like benching 365? I will never bench 365. Happily so. I probably weigh 160. I weigh 160 right now, yeah. What do you think about bad testing 10 years? How much you weigh? I weigh 160. What's your max squat? My max squat was also 285 at the same time. So then biceps, I'm not flexing on stream, bro. Um, Deadlift has no purpose. Unless you're a power lifter, there's literally no point in deadlifting. For what? You don't, I mean, sure, some sort of pull strength is good, but to that extent, you're never gonna need just it's not an aesthetic based exercise whatsoever. So unless you're competing, you benching 285, 160? At my peak, yeah. But if I showed you guys my peak, you guys wouldn't even believe it's me, bro. Should I show you guys? Am I allowed to show like? Yeah, my back's like permanently injured, man. My back's permanently injured because of deadlifting. Am I allowed to show that kind of like? Should I post? Are you guys in the Discord? I'll post it in general chat. I'll post it in general chat, bro. I don't think many people realize that I used to be pretty D. I'm pretty good now, but I've been recovering to be honest. Like every time I go back to the gym, every now and then my back starts hurting and I have to take a break. Like it literally, it's like demoralizing, bro. It really is demoralizing. Hold on. I'm finding the Katie to the Rockets is fine. Do you live close to Drake? Kinda. I don't like that. I think they can win a chip if possible. I don't like it because Rockets are young, but they might have enough now to win. They might have enough. We just have to wait for a good retracement. 10:30 would probably be the best time this trade can form. Okay, I know I have Spanish, but can you look at my DM? I don't think I got your DM, bro. You might have DM'd the wrong Gaddy. What was your Discord? Yeah. Can you message me again, bro? I don't think I got it, but maybe I didn't. I lost it. So just send it again if you can. Where's general chat in your Discord? If you can't see general chat in the Discord, click right here. Show all channels. General chat is right here. Jermaine took it now. Did he try to get in long here? Nah. If anything, Jermaine would be taking a long here. I don't believe Jermaine took it now. I mean, not that he can't take L's. I like how Jermaine trades, by the way. But what trade did he take? Do you know, Bobo? How long have I been lifting? It's been a while, but I'm on a, like I said, a pretty decent break. Like right now, I can't work out. I haven't worked out in like 3 weeks. Natty? Yeah. Well, you shorted London highs? Okay. I mean, it could have reversed. Why haven't you worked out? Because of my back injury. Did you use a belt? No, I wasn't using a belt. Worst finals in your life? So rigged, bro. How do I show proof? You can just send me the name. Just message me, Jonas. We'll figure it out. It's not too difficult. The name on the account works. What's better? 1 minute is my opinion. You can do everything you need to do in the 1 minute. Feel like a stretch? Does it still feel like a stretch? I feel like it's possible. Depends what your entry is, though. No, I didn't catch this. I didn't catch this. I was trying to get in long here. Just wasn't good enough for this reward. Who do live in your channel? I don't know what that means. Can't see general chat. If you guys can't see the chats in the Discord, listen. Go to the Discord. Go to this button right here. And click show all channels. You're probably 6'5". I'm only 5'11". But that's me in my peak. Like I said, since then I've been dealing with injury, man. Dame Tatum and how injury. But yeah, it's so shit, bro. It's so shit. It should have been Boston and OKC. That would have been a good matchup, bro. Full healthy Boston and a healthy OKC. Bro. Forget trading, drop the routine. I finally got my first payout and passed another eval today. Nice, brother. Proud of you. You have a sleeper build, you're huge. You look crazy. Appreciate you guys. I mean, guys, remember this is also like good lighting, post pump. So like obviously like I know how to work with that stuff too. Um, but I was pretty shredded. I mean, I was lifting like double my weight. I just the ego lift on Scarlet Bad. I think I got a lower back injury. Went to physiotherapy for a while. What did you eat? I was trying to at that specific time. I've never bulked and cut. My process has always been just try to slowly gain muscle mass. You can do numbers on OnlyFans. So I would just try to focus on that. I think OKC wins it next year probably, unless one of the teams start looking really good, like I don't know Lakers or Rockets. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't think of any. I think previous stays high still. If we can get a setup towards it, we'd have to wait. Like I said, 10:30 is probably the best time to conform. Why were you bullish when you had a bad news? What was the bad news? I don't let news determine my bias. Did you count your calories or just make sure to eat a lot? I tried to eat as much as I could. To me, there was no point in counting because I'm trying to eat as much as I can possibly, you know? I've done counting before, but like I said, it doesn't really matter for my specific goal and what I was trying to accomplish. I just had to eat as much as I can. Bullish, we're bullish. I was running a 5-day split, but then I was going through two. I'm 5'11", Lori. Of there's two splits I run. Either it's a simple push pull legs, or it's a upper lower push pull legs. But the split really doesn't matter. Once you guys, mind you, I went to school for exercise science. When I tell you the split doesn't matter, it really doesn't matter. What matters is how many sets per muscle group are you doing it. Were you fat or skinny? I was always skinny. Always skinny. It's really hard for me to gain weight, man. Yeah, no, the split really doesn't matter. What you need to know that matters is what you need to know that matters is how many sets per muscle group per week. That's what matters the most. And then rest. So rest 100% rest is everything. What most people don't realize is you're not gaining when you're working out or when you're eating. You're gaining only. You only gain muscle when you rest. If you don't rest enough, you do not gain muscle. Period. There's 3 steps to gaining muscle. 1, breaking down the muscle fibers. 2, protein synthesis, which is where protein starts being used to start building the muscle. And then 3 is the actual process of protein regenerating the muscle tissue. That 3rd step, that's muscle growth. If you don't do step 3, you're just breaking your muscle fibers and they're never going to be repaired. Like, you're just never going to gain muscle. People think like more workouts, more exercise, more sets, more. No, that's not. That's worse. So it really matters. So rest is very, very important. Where did you injure yourself? I have a disc bulge in my L5 S1 vertebrae. If I never sleep when I cooked, you should sleep, bro. Lower back, yeah. L5 S1's like pretty much the lowest. It's the lowest part of your back before your like pelvic bone, before your hip bone. What about fat people? Fat people, if your goal is to lose weight, it's slightly different. Why did it happen? It was just a bad angle at a deadlift. It was like a red. You don't drink at all? No, I don't drink. Imagine how I grew now. If back gave out, no, did he? It was a bad, like, it was my 11th rep. The exercise was fine. Why do I drink? You said, why don't you drink? Why would I? I don't understand. I don't know. Me personally, I don't understand drinking. I feel like I would have just as much fun drinking and not drinking. Did you lean bulk? Not bulk. It's called main. I mean, people call it main gaining. You're basically trying to maintain weight and just gain muscle. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to gain weight, but again, mostly in just muscle mass, which is really slow. But I'm from a country that likes to drink. I mean, I get it if it's like a religion or culture thing. I can understand that. Obviously, in my culture, we don't drink at all, so it's easy for me to say. I'm not hitting on anyone that drinks, by the way. But I'm just saying, even me personally, I don't see the fun. And it's also just expensive, bro. Drinks are hella expensive. How many days do you recommend resting for optimal muscle repair? Depending on how much intensity, say you're going till failure, 3 days is best. 3 days is like perfect. I'm Muslim and I'm Arab. Stop doing squats and stop putting weights on your back. Yeah, I don't anymore, CTB. I can't. I have to do all my exercises are now adjusted. They all have to be back supported or chest supported. And I can't really squat. I definitely can't deadlift. Yeah, rest is everything. I have my L5 and L4 cooked as well. I got the injury playing football and bad technique at the squat. Been on physiotherapy for a while. It happens, bro. Why? What happened? I have a disc bulge. Do you guys know what a disc bulge is? Let me show you guys what a disc bulge is. By the way, we're still looking for a trade. I'm just waiting for 10:30. I'm like, natty? Yeah, I'm definitely natty, bro. Why were you bullish overall? Order flow was bullish going into open. That's pretty much the main reason. I'm on Rocket League now, Diamond 1. We'll run it, bro. It's not sciatica. It's a disc bulge. Basically, it's quite simple. It's basically like this. In between every single vertebrae you have, so these are your vertebrae, there's a disc. See this? This is a disc. It usually bulges at the back. That little thing, it usually points backwards. Usually. And what that does is it hits against the nerve. Now it depends. Sometimes it'll move out a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. If it goes straight back and it's significant enough, it'll press against your spine. And that's when you start getting like tingling in your leg. Or some people have it really bad where they like literally they're like immobilized pretty much, you know. Um, so that happens. That's what I have, and this is something you just live with. It's kind of hard to deal with. You kind of just live with it and you try to minimize the pain. You can strengthen the muscles, etc., etc. You can stretch because what you want to do is you want to extend this portion. So this space here, you don't want to be compressed. You want to be extended. The spine likes extension, so that's what helps. So that's what I have to do basically. 10:30 open in 2 minutes. We can potentially find a setup long. I got to the toilet for a minute. Why the fuck you spine image? I'm sorry. Anything but trading. I mean, we have to wait here. I don't want to spend my time with you guys. My last day. Did you brace? Yeah, I always braced. I had really good form. I mean, I know what I was doing, but it happens, bro. It was just like my 12th rep. You can do dead hangs, yeah. I do other stretches, but do you have any video of what? Anything but trading? Do you still at the gym? I do, but like I said, I'm pretty immobilized. Right now, my back's been worse like these last couple of weeks, so I'm just fully resting. Because I don't want to like keep going. My disc's not herniated yet. That would be like the next step. I mean, it could be, but I don't think it is. I started going to the gym. I used to always work out at home. I used to always work out at home. I started going to the gym a couple years ago. Videos of your deadlifts? I don't think so, but maybe I can check. I might have like a really old video. What do you do? Because I had lower back pain and some scoliosis. I'm trying to figure out what to do. Where's your? You gotta message me and I'll help you, Ollie. Just message me because there's too many questions I have to ask you. Have you ever gone up in the gym working out to not do training prime hours? I haven't, thankfully. I always have a rule for myself where I don't eat right before the gym. I eat, digest. 2 hours later, after eating, I go to the gym. If you maintained your calories per day, would be I would have to do like 3,500 at that time. Right now, like 3,000. Are shorts not valid? For me, shorts were. I mean, I've been looking for longs, and I'm gonna still look for longs. Previous days high. Repeat usage is better to eat before. After. It's all preference. You can eat before. You definitely want to eat after. Ideally, some sort of protein intake. The first 24 hours is what matters. So have something after. It doesn't have to be right away, but something after is good. Um, but for me personally, just because digestive considerations, I like to eat like 2 hours before the gym. I don't want to be like full and go to the gym. You be throwing up straight banana and pre-workout. How often do you eat before? You could try doing what I do. Eat significantly before, you know? Yeah, I mean you want to eat something before, otherwise you're just not gonna have a good workout if you're hungry or tired. You always need to take the shit. That's what I'm saying, but you gotta. Have you heard about drinking Gatorade or dextrose after? Is that true? That's for dehydration purposes. So if you feel, let's say you keep getting a headache throughout the day, you're probably dehydrated, meaning there's not enough electrolytes or salts in your brain. 10:30 open. Let's mark out 10:30. Yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for, Sharp. Something along that line. How much money can you make from trading until you have to pay tax on it in Canada? In Canada, if you make over $12,000 in the year, you have to pay tax. I believe that's the number. Something like this, like 11.5 or something. 1134 PO3, 6 minute candle. I know that one. It's 15K? Oh, is it 15? Maybe it depends what province you're in. Take care, Dre. Let me double check the number. So in Ontario, the max amount for no tax is 12.75. Oh wait, I think you have to pay a small amount if you make like above. That's just weird, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. You don't gotta pay taxes on payouts and all that? What do you mean you don't gotta pay taxes on payouts, bro? I think it's below 18.5 in Ontario. That's what ChatGPT says, at least. ChatGPT is really good with taxes, by the way. If you guys have any issues with taxes, just ask ChatGPT. Here you have to pay tax to breathe. Slowing down. I'm in Ontario, yeah. I mean, we're not gonna get the 15. We may get the lower 15. ES did touch the lower 15. I know there's a volume imbalance. Yeah. I just want to see this 15 get taken. If we can tap the 15, so take out this low, get a nice protraction, we can get a good trade. Weather is so bad in Ontario. Yeah, man. What's your code looking at Alpha? Code is Gatie. If you use my code, let me know, because then I can enter you in a giveaway. We used to cross the border into Windsor just so we could drink at 19. I rate it, bro. Yeah. Kata needs that extra money, so we can't be waiting until 21, bro. Are you a rapper? No, I'm not a rapper. Not a rapper. Definitely slowing down. Yeah, I saw that Mr. Beast video. That was crazy, man. Whether it is really hot here. What do you mean so bad, bro? It's 33 degrees yesterday with the heat warning, even right now I'm blazing. Yeah, it was 33 degrees here, bro. Gaddy freestyle would be interesting. I'd have to be on some turn shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Right now it's like 30 degrees. Let's see the temperature in this where I'm going. Hopefully it's hot, bro. Oh, it's saying it's not gonna rain tomorrow. Sweet. But it might rain Wednesday. It literally might rain on my beach trip, bro. That's gonna be so lame. I swear to God, it'll be so lame, bro. He made? Give it on the 1 minute check at his chart. There's no 2022 model short. We haven't had a single market structure shift lower. I mean, yeah, you could argue this, but that's really weak. That's really weak. We didn't even get below London lows. Is there a reason you don't trade ES or NQ is just better? It's the same. I just trade NQ because it's more volatile, and I've always just backtested NQ, so I just try to keep it consistent. It really doesn't matter. You can just pick one, whichever one you have the experience executing. I always have both open though. I'm basically trading them at this. Like I'm using the info from both to manage my trade. So think about it like an indicator or something, or divergence pair or something. I see the SMT here, but again, I want to see this low get taken. If I'm gonna enter foreign premium, I gotta see that 15 get touched. It's just it needs to happen. Simply needs to happen. So if we can just come lower, and then maybe this gets delayed to 1050 macro. I don't mind. If this wants to, I'll wait. I'll trade the 1050 macro to get a piece of the pie. 15 get what? Tapped? Bullish or bear? I'm still bullish. Still bullish. Whenever I draw this circle, that means I'm expecting that low to not get taken. So everything after this circle means protraction. That's it. It could reverse, but again, I don't think so. Do you play football? Which type of football? Like American or like 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 with your feet or with your hands? Isn't that funny that I just said that? Why would they call it football if you play it with your hands? Which makes no sense. I play goalie, bro, to be honest. Like to me, what would you call it? I don't know. Handball? You don't see from the... Explain to me what time, Percy. Give me a time. Is there a CISD lower here? To me, no. Pro ball? Rugby? Bro, I didn't used to play rugby, but I was this close to joining the rugby team. What's up, guy? I just woke up from surgery. How are the markets moving today? Damn, bro, you really locked in, huh? You woke up from surgery. This is the first thing you decided to do. Damn. Market was good today, bro. Very volatile. Didn't manage to get a nice risk reward entry, but are you gonna watch World Cup? Not in person, but I'll watch it on the TV. Yeah, woke up from surgery is crazy. Do a trading 1v1? I do, bro. 1v1 myself every single day, bro. That's the real 1v1. The real 1v1. 1027. I got you. Give me 1 sec. Um, 1027. It's not a CISD because these candles didn't take the high. I'm streaming on TikTok and YouTube, yeah. This candle doesn't take the high. So unless there's a fair value gap in here, which there isn't, I wouldn't view this as a CISD. It'd have to come all the way down here and close below. But then again, you have to argue, is there even a CISD? Because it's biased first. CISD is just a pattern. CISD is just a pattern, right? It's all just patterns. They're all just edges. You have to know where it's going to go first. For example, if I told you it's more likely to go here than it is to go here, well then why would you take a CISD short? You would just sit there and wait for a CISD long, right? I like the accumulation as well. Those bullish candles. The bearish candles are OB plus. So whenever we're in a buy program, you expect down close candles to support price, right? Now, obviously, this is to some sort of extent. When we get this far into premium, it's obviously going to stop, right? But like these down close candles, see how they're all supporting price? Just classic trend stuff. You thinking short? I'm still thinking long, bro. Didn't think short once. I said there was a possibility, but I favored longs, and I'm still favoring longs. I want to see a continuation to previous day's high. We're not on a 1 hour inversion. No trade yet. We're gonna have to wait for the 1050 macro, and that'll be our last chance, pretty much. That'll be our last chance. Yeah, we're too far in premium, which is why I need to see at least something like this at the key time from the key level with the high still open. So a couple things we need to see in order to take a trade that's somewhat high probability. And we'll just wait and see if it forms or not. That's all we can do. Even if previously high it doesn't need to go straight there. But just aligning yourself, like, cause for example, we don't know how we're gonna get there. We just know that we're probably gonna get there. We may just do this. That's option one. We could do this, for example. Maybe we do this, for example. We don't know how we're gonna get there. But if we align setups long, well then the probabilities are in our favor, right? Did you ever consider learning anything other than ICT? I used to trade support and resistance. Yeah, that was ass. Let's just say that much. What's up like this? I take every screwed right toss I put in refund. You probably would be screwed, but you can try, bro. Yo, what do you guys think? Should we do a giveaway on stream right now? We do a 50K giveaway on stream? Is it accumulating? Yeah, it is. On top of the other giveaway, a giveaway that only the stream knows, and I won't even post it in the Discord. Just straight like. How do I enter? I don't know. How would we do it? That's the thing. How would we do it? Is there some sort of link that I can just like put it in chat and then you guys click it or something? Do it and choose me. I would make it random, obviously. Just pick me, spin the wheel. I can't put every single person's name. Did I hear a giveaway? Alright, let's wait for the macro. Let's wait for the macro. And then we'll run a giveaway. This giveaway is separate from the... Because the other giveaway, I think we're going to give away 2 accounts. Or maybe more, I don't know. But we're still running the code giveaway. So if you use my code, let me know. Where is it, bro? Where's giveaways? Oh. We're still running the code giveaway. Which is multiple accounts. But should we run another Alpha Futures giveaway? Because I'm leaving for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No stream for 3 days? Come on, bro. I need someone to carry on the legacy. With the 50K Alpha. You just give it to me since I have the most hours? 50K, bro, about to change someone's life? Bro, not 50K cash, bro. It would be an Alpha Futures account. It would be Alpha Futures. I'll carry it on this income. What do you think? Okay, let's wait. Let's wait for the macro because I might actually enter a trade still, and then we'll figure out a way to do the giveaway. Let me ask ChatGPT actually in the meantime. Macros in 5 minutes. I am live on YouTube and TikTok. How can I give away? How can I do a giveaway? Easy. I'm not Mr. Beast, man. I'm just giving away an Alpha Futures ticket. Oh, we can't give away funded, but that'd be crazy. Especially on Alpha Futures, bro. But once you get funded on Alpha Futures, you're gonna get a payout. As long as you don't go on tilt and blow your account, you're gonna get paid. You're gonna get paid. You just gotta be patient. You just gotta be a little bit patient and follow the easy steps. Make a form and send the link in chat. People are gonna spam and make it so they can send. They're gonna do multiple. That's the thing. Also, what's this SMT going on? I don't know. We gotta wait for the 15-minute fair value gap. That's the only way. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait. And if we get something like this, maybe inside the macro, we can try. I like that we're engineering a high here. Do you use Top Step X? I use Top Step and Alpha. Yes. I don't know, but I can't do a giveaway bot now. I would have had to set that up earlier, probably. So Alpha's easier. Alpha's by far the easiest prop firm to get a payout with. Like it's not even close, to be honest. How do you cover trade Alpha and Top Step? I do them separately. This price come back to London high support. It can. How do you calculate risk on a trade? Very quickly. Let's say I wanted to enter longs. I would just take my shift. I'm clicking shift. Measure the stop loss. Say it says 25. 25 times 2 is $50 per micro. From that, you just do the math. What's the difference? Why is it easy to get payout? What are the rules? All you need is 40% consistency. That's it. No buffer. You can request payouts in the buffer. You don't need a buffer. You can request payouts in the buffer. All you need is 40% consistency. So what does that mean? How easy is it? You can do it in 3 wins. All you have to do is give away. Yo, look at that. Yo, this guy's hilarious. This guy is hilarious, bro. This guy Bro, that's so funny, bro. If you want to get a payout on alpha, the easiest way is take fixed 1R or 2R trades. Just pick one or two and do, like, say you risk 100 to make 200. Do that 3 times and that's it. Just 100 to 200 or 100 to 100 and you can request a payout. That's so funny, Addy. What the hell, man? That's so hilarious. This guy said, yo, Gaddy, I think you should let Addy win the giveaway. And he used the duck picture, bro. I know he's laughing, bro. I can't even show you guys what I'm laughing at because it's on. I'm laughing at this, bro. John Smith. Yo, Gaddy, I think you should let Addy win the giveaway. And I know this picture, bro. I know where that picture is from, bro. Let's just say that. Is there a plan? You need 5 winning days? No 5 winning days, brother. And you can request in the buffer zone. Is it Addy? Yes, it's Addy. I know it's Addy because he made that picture a long ass time ago. Alright, we may actually get a setup here in the macro. What do you mean by request in the buffer zone? It means if you make $500 on alpha, as long as you're 40% consistent, you can request payout, right? You don't need to build a $2,000 in the account or $1,000 in the account. You can just, so for example, like I said, the easiest way to get a payout on alpha futures, bro, I know you guys can do this. Like, just listen to how easy this is. Listen, it's literally this easy. You haven't gotten your first payout? Just do this. You will get your first payout and then do whatever you want. Get funded on alpha. That's step one. That's probably the hardest part of all this. You have to get funded. If you want to be aggressive, risk 750 to make 2R, and you'll pass at least, you know, hopefully 1 in 3 accounts. This does not work with any other firm. Okay, let's assume you're funded. This is all you have to do. Listen closely. This is it. Let's say 50K account. The profit cap is 15,000, or the payout cap. Okay, listen. This is all you have to do. 50K account, let's say, the easiest, cheapest account. Risk $100 for $100. Okay? 1R. That's it. 1R. 3 times. If you can get 3 wins, 1R wins, take the highest probability 1R trades. Okay? You can use my PM session 1R ATM model. We haven't even lost with that yet on live. So it's going to be posted right after this, by the way. At 11:45, it's going to be posted. You can use that model. 3 wins, 1R. You can request payout after 3. You can request a $300 payout. If you do a 100K account, it can be 600. Now, you don't have to do 1R, but that's just as easy as it gets. You can do, for example, 2R. You can do risk 150 to make 300, and then you get 300, 300, 300. Request a $900 payout. Just pay yourself. 300 isn't going to cover? You're right, but that's like the minimum, because that's as minimum as it gets. If you wanted to do 2R, you could do 100 to make 200, right? And then you'd be requesting a $600 payout. Mind you, you can also get 3 accounts. And this is like as easy, like this is like easy payouts. Like, would I recommend you do this every time? No, because you want to take advantage of the prop firms. But if you're really struggling to just make any sort of money, I want you guys, what's good about it? Isn't there a 50% payout cut? No. That's only top step. I would recommend, only because the advanced has no activation fee right now, it's probably better. But if you want the really easy payouts, it's standard. Standard accounts have the easiest payouts. So you have to get funded first. Yes, you have. That's for every firm. You have to get funded first before you can request payouts. It is 50% payout. No, it's not 50% payout. That's top step. On alpha futures, you can request 100%. Aren't advanced accounts the same payout rule? Advanced accounts not the same. Why not risk 200? You can do 200. It's whatever you want. The reason I said 100 is because people go on tilt when they lose too much. The 50K account, I don't know. With my code, I don't know. $70 maybe, 65. I don't know how much the code is, to be honest. Depends if the code's 10 or 20%. How many contracts do you risk? Now, on eval, I risk $750 on a 50K. So I risk more than 1% on eval. Advanced, sharp, for an advanced account, it's the same rules as top step. Qualified means you're funded. I mean, bro, you don't have to use it. Yeah, I'm affiliated with this. Everyone already knows this, bro. We ran like so many alpha futures giveaways. We're about to give away We're about to give away another Alpha Futures account after this macro. Activation fee is $150. I just passed my Apex eval with market open trade. Nice, bro. Nice. Is it true I need 550 plus days? You need 8. Oh, you need 8 trading days, 5 of which need to be $50 or more. But you also need a buffer on Apex. So what account size did you get, William? Yes, Alpha has activation fee. Yes. So what happens if you pass eval and pay another 150 then blow your funded? You got to start from scratch. But that's every single prop firm right now. That's just the prop firm stuff. So don't blow your funded. Don't blow your funded. You know, risk proper. Don't tilt. Yeah, Romania is restricted, unfortunately. Sorry, bro. You won't be able to participate in the giveaway. What's a buffer? A buffer is you have to make a certain amount in your account before you can start requesting payouts. So, for example, on Apex, let's say you have an Apex 50K account. On Apex, you have a 50K account. In order to request a payout, you have to make $2,600 minimum. Minimum. That's like the base. 50K profit with a profit target of 3K buffer of 2,500. 50K but with profit target of 3K buffer. How much you risk per trade? On what account size? I risk more than 1% now. I risk 750. Does TopStep have a buffer? TopStep doesn't require a buffer, but you kind of do. Like, it's not a written rule. But the thing is with TopStep, if you request without a buffer, it pretty much, you're going to blow the account after. So you kind of need a buffer. Can you tell me how to get a payout on TopStep? What I would recommend is building a buffer. So accept the fact that the next month of trading that funded account, if you want to do it properly and not risk blowing it right away, you're going to risk. I would risk 125. That's what I personally do, but you can do anywhere, in my opinion, get away from like 125 to like 250. I wouldn't do more than 250 personally. Depends how much you trade and stuff. No, you don't need that, Tim. You can get TradeAvate or Alpha Ticks and they'll give it to you. Spamming order block rule? No. I don't even know what that is. For TopStep, there are days where you make less than 200, but of those 5, you can cash out the rest. You can cash out, but as soon as you request payout on TopStep, your maximum loss limit gets set to 0. Your SSN? When you request... No, you actually don't, no. For payouts? Nope, you got to do the taxes all on your own after. Because they're a UK company. No. No, you don't, depressed. It resets back to 0. Yeah, TopStep does that. So let's say, for example, guys, let's say you have $1,000 on TopStep and you're eligible for payout, right? You can request, okay, listen very closely. We're going to break down the difference. By the way, there's no longs unless we touch the 15, so it's fine to talk. So listen very closely. Listen very closely. If you make $1,000 on TopStep and you're eligible for payout, you can only request 500 max. 500 is the maximum you can request, okay? On Alpha Futures, you can request 1,000 if you want. But let's compare the difference. TopStep, you requested 500. That only leaves you with $500 left to work with. That's it. Even though you're supposed to have 1,500, because that's what your drawdown says, it doesn't matter. When you request payout on TopStep, that number gets bumped to 0. So if you make $1,000 on TopStep and you request 500, which is the most you can request on TopStep, you have 500 left on the account before blowing it. As opposed to Alpha Futures, if you make $1,000 and you're eligible for payout, you can request $1,000, right? And you still have $1,000 left to work with. Or you can request 500. So maximum loss limit never goes away on Alpha even after a few payouts or only its first time. There's always a maximum loss limit. Always. You mean 5K, not 500 LL for max payout? No, we're talking about if you were to make $1,000 on the account. Okay, we tapped the 15. Let's lock in here for a little bit. We're going to be putting in the 30 in a couple minutes, so if we could just start consolidating or going down slightly, we may be able to catch the 11 a.m. power of 3. Yeah, you can... 9:45 news is not too bad. It's just the idea that do you think this low is protected or not, right? For me, I thought this was protected. You can withdraw if you're up 2,000. On Top Step, yes, you can withdraw 1,000, and that will leave you with 1,000 left. I'm looking for longs. Yeah, Tim, I would recommend just canceling the account and getting another one. If you know you're not gonna pass, just send it. Just what you would do, Tim, is if the rebill is coming and you haven't passed, just send it. Just risk everything you got. Try to pass in 2 days. You know, better than paying the rebill. My fund of futures is good. Their rules are a little bit different though. My fund of futures, you need a buffer. The max payout's 1.2k. I think there's consistency rule as well. Yeah, me too, huh? That's what I do too. If you blow it, the rebuild cancels. No, if you blow it, the rebuild stays. You have to cancel. The rebuild is if you blow the account and the rebuild comes, it'll just reset like a fresh account. I've never tried funded next. Consistency Apex has a 30% consistency rule, yes. Also on top. Same with all firms for the rebuild. That happens with all firms for rebuilds. I've never tried funded next, no. FTMO is a great Forex firm. Did you blown in the account? Of course, bro, all the time. Randomly got the email of my rebill. That happens. But it's possible to pass within the rebill. Ideally, yeah. I always try to pass. I've never taken more than a month. That's like the max. Alpha does not work on my. I feel like every stream just I'm saying about every proper. Yeah. When I have chat open. That's for sure. Okay. You guys see the 30-minute fair value gap that's forming? I really hope we don't get the inversion here and we just get the tick down on not this candle, but the next candle. And we'll see if it forms. If not, if it doesn't form by like, let's say 11:10, 11:15, we'll just do the giveaway. We'll run the giveaway. We'll figure out how to do a giveaway. Only in stream. I'm not even going to tell the Discord. Don't tell your friends. Just us. You going to trade PM? I'm going to be on trip. I'll be driving, probably, so. Unless my girl wants to trade on my phone for me. Probably not. Yeah, looking for a long. How to participate? I'm not sure. We're gonna have to figure it out together. I've never done a giveaway just live on stream before. ES is inside the 30. If we can just get a tick down, don't make me trip. I don't want a long with an open 30 right under us. Let's draw it out like this. I really wanted to just come here, bro. What does Tanya do? I don't know what she does. Bro, if this inversion forms, like the model's there because we're inside the 15, but there's an open 30 right there. I guess there is an SMT. But rather wait, man. I've already been so patient. It would look something like this. I mean, that's 2R in itself. That's 2R in itself. No, no trades yet. I really wanted it to touch the... Maybe if the 3-minute inverse is just more confirmation. I really wanted it to take out this low first. It's just way higher probability if we take out this low first. Because now we have no 30-minute touch. We don't need it. but I would much rather prefer it. All right, we'll probably execute this if it forms on the 3. All right. Calculate the risk on this account. The 3-minute inversion's there. The model's there. I'm gonna execute. Stop loss is a reinversion of that, so we'll just put like somewhere here. Stop loss is a reinversion. And then we're just looking for the high, and then whatever potentially higher, we'll see if it forms. I like the 3-minute. I think it's pretty clean. Just watch it on the 3. So let's call this a breakaway gap. 21961. I'm looking for this. I just took 3 contracts, but really I'm in with 18 micros. So we'll see if we can pass this last account. Maybe something like this, but we'll just throw this up there. We could close above here, which I like. Pretty clean CISD there on the 2-minute. Let's watch it on the 2-minute. 2 minutes pretty clean. We didn't touch the 30-minute fair value gap, but we are inside the 15. And there's an SMT down there, so. We can reduce our risk. Fix 3.25. I always say if you can reduce your risk on the trade, it's a good trade. So I'm already very happy with this trade. The fact that we managed to reduce risk, we got immediate expansion higher on the entry. So top is pretty much just going to the bottom of that inversion. Call it 6.5 plus 1 tick. So you guys can use that same kind of idea. Where if you're able to reduce risk on a trade, it's a good trade, you know? Because it's already a trade that you manage to lose less on, which is always good. So obviously previous trade high is the final target, but I just need 2R to pass this. I don't even need 2R. So we'll just see if we can get this account done. Oops. Normally I do trade. I will copy trade my fundeds, but I don't copy trade my evals. Because on evals I risk way too much. I'm not trying to risk my whole account. On 5 accounts, you know. Although I don't want to just be like gambling evals over and over again. So I like to stop at 6.6. Stop at 7.1. All right, we've pretty much reduced risk by over 75% at this point. Stop it here because I want to see this be a breakaway gap. I like to be precise. Girls telling the can to stay open. Ideally, you're right. That's not weird. Should stay open before we take out the buy side. That's the idea, right? No, I didn't take this on my funded, just eval. Just trying to pass these evals one by one. We've already passed one. I'm trying to pass the next. Because I want to copy trade all my fundeds. Ideally. So. Looking at this fair value gap. Should inverse. Strong move down. Not really strong move down, but some volatility we saw there. We have an open 2-minute fair value gap there. An open 3-minute fair value gap. Just passed my first ever eval. Nice, bro. Very well done. And if we get closure above here, I'm going to bump the stop to 987. Because it should speed up. Right? We touched the bullish fair value gap there. So I'm looking at this. And I think we just bumped the stop there. Call it 987. So maybe it's a little bit aggressive. But you know what? Let's just call it a break even. I don't want to put my stop aggressively there because it doesn't really matter if I can. That amount doesn't matter. So it's not the logical spot on a funded. If I was on a funded, I'd put my stop right here. The reason I should put my stop here is because my protraction model should form right here. Right? If this is a good trade, we should form a protraction. This should be acting as a bullish order block. It hasn't formed yet, but I'm putting my stop there because if it fails to form, then the probabilities of the trade decrease. So technically we close above there, even though that's like the ugliest candle I've ever seen. It did technically close above. The stop covers, small amount of that 3-minute gap. So ideally, right, down close candles should support price if we're bullish. That's the simple idea. So we've managed to cut all the risk off on the trade. And entering in a far premium like this, I also like to be more aggressive with my stop loss. Because look how far we're entering. I mean, our first entry idea was all the way here, as opposed to where we are right now. So in my opinion, it's a really good break even. And now we just see, can we take out the buy side? We're hovering around like 1.2 R right now. I'm also tempted to just close 1 R if this doesn't speed up. The reason is I can easily take a 1 hour trade in the PM session and that do me justice. So if we can get like 1 hour in the PM, like it's super easy. So we might just take out this low. Ideally, if we can just sweep and then move higher, that'd be nice. Our stop, is tight, but again, I have to be, in my opinion, I need to be aggressive with my stop loss movement because I'm already entering in premium. Look how far I'm entering. So the fact that it even gave us the opportunity to reduce our risk is good enough. It's good enough. We never inverse this fair value gap, so we're still respecting that. So we see the trade might die off here. It should have been speeding up here, in my opinion. The fact that it's like not just slowing down but getting a retracement. So we'll see. We got the sweep there. Probably gonna bump my stop. Now I'll just leave it. Ideally the body here. The body here will tell us if we close below, then it's probably gonna hit our break even and we'll just take it off like half R or whatever. 0.5 R, yeah. I'm gonna bump the stop to that level. 21987. 21987 is 0.4 R for me. We'll do a giveaway right after this, by the way, guys. Pretty aggressive with the stop loss there, but I'm viewing this as a bullish order block. Right. We got the inversion as well, so I don't want to really see us trade all the way down to 989. It should just speed up. Like if it's a solid good trade, it should just speed up. But that's what happens when you enter in premium, right? Price is never in a rush to go from premium to premium. I'm hovering the close button because I might just close 1R and I think I'm going to take it off there. I closed 1R there on my account. I'll just close it here too because it could play out. But the reason I'm closing 1R is because I think I can find a higher probability 1R trade than letting this one play out for 2R. So it's an eval-based decision. But we'll watch the rest of this trade while I figure out how to do a giveaway for you guys. So just 1R for me. It's slightly more than 1R, if I'm being honest, but I'm happy with that. Especially when you have the 1R ATM model. Makes it a little bit easier to find 1R in the PM session. See what chat's saying. So we'll take it. We'll take it. ATM is just the name for it. Whoa, TikTok made that's so cool. What I enter off of? The inversion. This is NASDAQ, yes. I think previous day's high is possible. I just don't know how far it's going to get there. How do you define breakaway gaps? Fair value gaps that I do not expect price to trade into. It's a subjective thing. Now, obviously, there's stuff you can look at that makes it higher probability. For example, the speed. the level that was taken, whether there's engineered liquidity above, stuff like that. Whether we put in another fair value gap above, that also would make it more significant. I don't consider volume. I mean, I want to trade when there's more volume. Sell or buy? I don't know. What do you mean sell or buy? Right now? That's not how trading works, bro. I exited a long position, yes. Why'd you get out? Because I think I can find a higher probability 1R trade than letting this one play out for potentially one more R. It should have been speeding up and it was slowing down. It's already a premium entry. So I'm happy that I even got 1R, you know? So in my opinion, it was a good decision. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Who knows? Doesn't matter anymore. I'll take what I can get. The premium entry, right? I followed the model and everything. Maybe if I got a better entry, right? Maybe because remember my entry wasn't the best either. My entry, ideally, the best entry should have been right there. So it could have been more. Even then, it's not really more. Barely 2R. So we just let that go. Okay, how do we do a giveaway? How do we do a giveaway? What's the easiest way? Does anyone know? The PM video is gonna come out 11:45. We need to run a giveaway. Spin a wheel. The thing is, how do I get everyone? I GPT'd it, but I don't really like its answers. Can I do link for entry on spin the wheel? One entry per. How many contracts? I took that on a 50K evaluation account with around 20 contracts or something. I don't know. Whatever. I have to risk 750, right? So I'll check for you. 18 contracts. Micros. Yeah, that was a mid trade, right? That was not an A plus trade. I mean, it's not bad because of the 15, the macro, but it's premium, right? Which is why I didn't take in my funded. Ideally, I don't want to trade my funded until I get all my evals ready, all my funded accounts ready. That way I can just copy trade them and make it really easy on myself. But if there is an A plus trade, I'll execute on the funded. It's ready. I have it open. This was simply not A plus. This one would have been A plus, which I was ready to execute on the funded, but the risk reward was just not good enough for me. I want to take trades that allow me to reduce my risk with high probability. This one doesn't really, because my risk is gonna be all the way down here. So how am I gonna I mean, I guess you could argue that if it were to retrace, I'd be able to, but what if it stops at this high, for example? How many fundeds? Good question. Again, by the way, I'm trading the fundeds. It's just I'm not gonna execute. I'm gonna be very picky because ideally I want to copy trade them. That's one, ideally. And two, I mean, you should be picky anyways, right? You should be more picky on the funded than an eval. Why 750 on the eval? Because then if I get 2R, I can pass in 2 trades. Or 4 1R trades. You think we're taking these highs? Eventually, but it's hard to say when. Micros, only micros. It can't even partial and stuff on minis. It's impossible almost. Price moving, bro. Just not moving up. All right, let's try to set up the giveaway. I don't know, giveaway, picker, entry, something. Let's do a giveaway, guys. Let's do a giveaway right now. This one says random comment. Everyone would have to go to YouTube though. YouTube comment picker. No, that's not gonna work. Wheel of names. Is it possible to give? Is it possible to give a link? Can the wheel be rigged? I don't know. Should we just try? If I just click share. How do I make it 1 entry per? You know what? Listen, straight up, guys. Straight up. Alright, let's just see. Let's just see. I'll send it to one. Oh, share. We're done trading, by the way. Look, we would have been stopped out break even, right? Anyways, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? This could be another entry. I'm not going to trade anymore. If this inversion forms, it's the exact same entry as right here. Same probability. Actually, not the same because it's not the macro, but close enough probability. So you could argue taking the inversion here if it forms. So we're going to close the chart and, again, the buy side. How do you see high probability inversions? Ones that form at a key time that align with your bias and form after a retracement into a low or imbalance. Let's just try. I'll click share. Can spin the wheel. Can spin and copy. No, that doesn't help us, bro. Do I really gotta put every single name one by one? It's gotta be a better way, man. It's gotta be. Customize? Press advanced? The Google Sheet link? Hold on, let's ask ChatGPT. Kahoot? What the hell? Kahoot, how is that gonna help us, bro? What I can do, okay, we'll do a Google Sheet. Yeah, we'll just do a we have to do a Google Sheet and I'll share the link with you guys, man. It's the only way. We took 1 R today. We made 1 R today. I'll show the execution later. I'll post it in Discord. All right, we're gonna do a Google Sheet. Not PayPal, but Stripe. We're giving away 150K Alpha Futures account. Live YouTube giveaway, 1 entry. Listen, don't be that guy that enters twice. Just save time. I just save everyone time because I'm gonna check the duplicates. So just save everyone time and just do 1. How do I do 1 entry? Go to settings, respond. Oh, it says Google Form. Bro, this is way too hectic. Settings. Yeah, Google Forms, right? Yeah, Google Forms. I'm tripping. All right. I got it. Enter giveaway. And then what? I just do like. Yeah, yo, if you get caught, listen, if you get caught doing more than 1 entry, you're donezo. No chance. All right? Just make it simple for everyone. This should work, right? And I just share this. Required. Publish. And I'm sure we can do settings. I mean, this should work. And then I can copy paste names into the thing. Yes. All right. How do I change settings for 1 entry? Settings. responses. Limit to 1 response. There you go. All right, now it's for sure good. All right. Preview. Shit, bro. Share. Anyone with the link on the internet can respond. Okay. Listen, if you want the link, go to the YouTube stream. It's pinned. I can't pin it a link on TikTok. I'll send it, but I don't think it's gonna work. The link is in YouTube. You have until 11:35. All right, you got 7 minutes. 7 minutes. The link is on my YouTube stream. You can just click it, put your YouTube or TikTok name, all the names. 11:35. If you're late, you're late. If you're late, you're late. You can't stay here forever. So you got 7 minutes. What's the giveaway for? It's one Alpha Futures 50K account. By the way, we're running another giveaway in the Discord. So on top of this one, there's another one. There's another one. But this one, we're probably going to do multiple accounts. And if you use my code, let me know. And I will enter you in the giveaway. It doesn't matter, TikTok or YouTube. I'll just say the name of the person that won. And whoever comments, it works. 7 minutes might have been a little too long. Okay, is everyone okay with like 4 more minutes? Let's do 11:35. I already said it. Saturday? You got an account Saturday? Message me, A7. Just message me. The link's in YouTube. The link's on the YouTube stream. I pinned it here. But like I said, I can't really share links on TikTok. So you got to go over to the YouTube stream. I can't pin it. I can share it in text. You have to go to the YouTube stream. And while you're at it, you want to supply it, 1-2 subscribes. This is for a 50K account. Yes, just one simple 50K account. Because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going on a trip. I'll post all my outlooks and my trades in the Discord. Yeah, you can put your TikTok or YouTube username. Doesn't matter. See, we would have been stopped out. So we got a pretty good closure there, in my opinion. How do you feel when you exit from trade? Let's say you got 1R and then the rest run in the stop loss. Listen, that's not a bad thing to have. Like, you mean like this, or do you mean the thing loses? Loses. Start looking for duplicates. There's a really easy thing to do, Cryptic. On Google Sheets, I can just sort and make it automatically delete. So right before I enter the names, I'm just gonna make it delete all the duplicates. The trade I took now, so this trade I full closed 1R. I didn't leave any runners. So I took 1R, I closed, and that's it. Yo, by the way, boys, I ordered a PC, a brand new PC. Low-key, that shit costed quite a bit of money, but I think it's worth it. What specs? I'll tell you what I ended up getting. I opted out of the i9 because, mind you, I don't really play games. Like, the PC is simply for live streaming. So let me tell you my specs right now. All right? My specs right now, I have an Intel i7, which is super old, and a 2060 GeForce RTX. That's really, like let's be honest, that's probably one of the worst. Like, you guys all probably have a better PC than me. And I have no problem live streaming on TikTok and YouTube and trading with multiple tabs open. So, I wanted to upgrade, but I didn't anything crazy. I have an i5, bro? Shit, my bad, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I mean, listen, everyone I know has a better PC than me. I don't have to buy it under an LLC to make it a write-off. I am going to write it off. In Canada, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be under an LLC. Because I'm already considered self-employed. We have the same CPU. Well, I'm getting a new one. So now I'm getting I'm gonna have better cooling, better RAM, I'm gonna get Windows 11. I'm getting a GeForce 5070, an RTX 5070. New case. I have a decent power supply. I don't think I need a new one. At least ChatGPT told me I didn't need a new one. I'm getting a Ryzen 7. That's pretty much it. I'm getting 32 gigabytes of RAM instead of 16. And I got this brand new cooler shit, like this, like it's like a cooler something. I don't know why that thing was so expensive, but it looked really sick, and ChatGPT said I should get it. So, all right, how much more time we got? We got a minute and 30 seconds. Forgot about the giveaway. No, the giveaway to 11:35. The giveaway. Listen, do not message me 11:36 and say, I didn't get it. It's water. Yeah, water cooled. Yeah, ChatGPT said I should get water cooled. You're buying a whole other PC. Yeah, because my PC is so old, I can't upgrade it. Nothing fits. I couldn't. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how old my PC is. I was getting the i9, but then I think it was just overkill for just streaming. Thank you, Ollie. How do I enter giveaway? The Google form is pinned in the comments. Just simply fill out the form, and I will roll. This is a lot of entries. Holy shit! How much more would the i9 be? It was like only 200 more, but that's not the it wasn't the issue about the pricing of the i9. The i9 was 200 more, but the i9 requires double the wattage. It takes double the wattage of the i7, and the only difference really that I looked when I was looking at it was if you wanted to stream like 1440p, what's I gonna say? It's like for like the only real significance you'll see is for streaming 1440. I can't even stream 1440 anyways, because you can't do that on TikTok or YouTube. One winner, guys. You can't connect trade with TradingView Alpha. You can do that, Tim. No, you can. You can connect TradingView with TraderVate. You can still only make 1500 NQ mark. It's 11:35. All right, that's it. So these are the entries. It looks like it's slowing down anyways. So we're gonna click. Oh, let's just double check and see. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna remember all that. Great. But I'm gonna be honest. Let's just put this into ChatGPT. Any dupes? You duplicates, huh? Oh wait, no. I think it's fine. No, Danny's good. Good. It's saying potential duplicate. There's no duplicates, but it's saying potential duplicates. Okay, no, it's fine. There's no duplicates. All right, you guys did good. There's no duplicates. Can confirm. There's no exact duplicate usernames according to ChatGPT. So it's all good. So now be 148 entries. Can I just copy paste? Alright, it's fine, it's fine. We'll get ChatGPT to make us a list of names and then we'll copy it. Let's let ChatGPT cook. Yep, yours is good, bro. We're gonna do the wheel. We're gonna do the wheel. How do I enter? You're cooked, bro. You're cooked. I'm gonna be honest, you're cooked, bro. You're cooked. It's out of my hands. It's out of my hands. I can't go back on my word now. Oh, you're saying just do 1 to 50 and then go to the name? That's way smarter, bro. Oh my god. I copy pasted it twice. Alright. Let's just do the names. That's way smarter. Number generator. Why? Because I said 135 is all you have. And only people who were in the stream, I didn't announce in the Discord because those guys stayed in the stream the whole time. They watched me be really patient and secure 1R. There's 150 entries. There's nothing I can do. There's 150. So we're rolling 150. Anyone after 150? Too late. So those guys made it. I can't cut them out. All right. Let's do it, boys. You didn't see your name? You didn't see your name in the list of 150 people, bro? It's probably there, bro. Let's be honest. All right. Someone says 149. No, it should be 150. Oh, your names are there, guys. I'm not gonna go double check. Look, Super, your name is there. Meow, your name is there. My name, Stoic. I don't see what did you put your name at? I'm not gonna double check everyone's name. Look, everyone's name is here. I don't see your name. Depends what you guys put there, bro. Huh, I see you, huh. Justin, you're good. Bro, we're not gonna double check every name. Bursty, you're there. Boogie, you're there. Bro, I'm not doing this. You guys are there, bro. If you guys listen, everyone who put it in is there. I can't check 150 people. We're gonna be checking forever. We'll do 150. I don't know how late that guy was. We're doing 150. We're spinning. That's it. Your name is there. If you did the form, you were entered. One fifty is mad. I wasn't expecting 150. I was expecting like 50, 60 people, to be honest. Then again, I have no idea how many people are watching me. All right, 58. Someone said definitely not me. Oh, I'm teasing so hard right now. Hold on, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Oh, it's right there. All right, this guy. Are you in chat? I'm waiting to see if he responds. You guys are all... Bro, you guys realize I can see your usernames. I'm waiting for this username to respond. So I'm going to give him 1 minute. MRGURE09. I need you to respond. I need to see the username. You guys realize I can see your usernames, right? If he doesn't come... Oh, there he is. Wait, this guy changed his name, bro. You guys didn't even spell it right, bro. Yo, what's good? There's no way that's real, bro. Bro, you didn't even spell it right, man. This guy didn't even try, bro. It's MR. You gotta put MY. Alright, I don't think he's here, guys. You tried, bro. Alright. I'm gonna give it like 15 seconds. I gotta give him a chance, bro. Maybe he has really bad internet. But we're gonna have to roll again because he's 09. He can't even use the fund. Maybe that's just his favorite number. Alright. We're gonna have to respin. Give him a chance. I am giving a chance, but I also gotta go, man. I got a trip. I've given him like 2 minutes at this point. I don't see him responding. I don't have any Discord messages. I feel bad for him, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I tried. I waited for you. I gotta go. I gotta give someone a winner. Is that him? Mr. Gur 09? Is that him? Can we confirm? Boy, you joined 34 seconds ago. You joined YouTube 34 seconds ago, bro. You think I can't see that? You think I can't see that? Alright, we're rolling. You took too long, bro. You took too long. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry, bro. What are you gonna do, man? How are you gonna enter a giveaway and then leave? 15. SMC Short. Yeah, that's the boy. That's the homie. I know he's here, bro. SMC Short. Corey, you here? I know who this guy is. Corey. I know Corey. Corey, you here, bro? I'll recognize his name as soon as he says something. Ah, there he is. Corey won. Corey won, guys. Cryptic, what number were you? You were 19, Cryptic, so pretty close. Pay to win. This is a good way to do a giveaway. I should probably always do it like this. Copy is number 6. Well, probably just a 50K. Corey, just message me on Discord, bro. Full port that account. That was fun. Yeah, we'll do this again, bro. We'll do this again. We'll do. Who was number 1? This. What number was I? You were 108. What number was I? 121. What number was me? Bro, I'm not gonna check. You were 92, Yep. What was I? Justin, you were really close. You were 17, so you were literally 2 away. What number was I? Ah, bro, like, I can't believe I'm falling victim to this. I just can't stop checking. You were 45. Did you trade this morning? We took 1 winning trade. We'll do more giveaways, guys. We'll do more giveaways. I already know Corey. Corey will message me, so. That was fun while it lasted, guys. That was fun. We took 1 trade. We're up only 1 R on the day. I don't know where that other guy went. I'm sorry, man. I tried waiting for you. People started making names and shit. If you have to wait so long that people start making names, come on, bro. You took too long, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Ahmed, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't know how you didn't put the right user. If it was you, come on, bro. How are you gonna mess that up? It says one thing: YouTube or TikTok username. Anyways, boys. Notice how we didn't get the inversion there. We didn't get the inversion there. So again, that was not a trade idea. We took the 1R trade. We wanted previous day's high. I still think it'll happen. Maybe not today, but previous day's high will happen in my opinion. I genuinely believe it's the Ahmed guy. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of believe him too. But you kind of messed up, bro. I mean, it was pretty. Every other person put their username, bro. How come you had to be the one guy who didn't? You know? Like. Oh, it is him. Ah, you know what? Ahmed messaged me, bro. Ahmed messaged me, alright? Message me on Discord, Ahmed. Next time, bro, put the username. Message me, Ahmed, and I got you, bro. I'll figure something out for you, alright? Well, with that being said, we took the 1R trade. It's probably gonna go lower. 15-minute might go, lunch, whatever. Lunch macro might deliver higher, but that's it for me. If you guys want to join the other giveaway in the Discord, we'll do multiple accounts. It's code Gatie. Send me a message on Discord. I will enter you in that giveaway as well. Besides that, the PM session video is probably up right now, actually. It's probably up right now. Take me on the trip. I'll pay for your drinks. I believe it should be up. It's up. So the video is up. The Silver Bullet 1R ATM model. 17-minute video. It's there if you want it. I'm going to be trading it every single PM session. This is inspired by my girl. This is my girlfriend's model. I made it. By the way, it's pretty much the same model I trade in the morning. It's just very specific criteria. So that should be pretty easy. It's a pretty simple video, so show love on that video if you want. And I will see you guys in the Discord where I post my daily outlooks. But I will also see you guys on Friday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. How does it relate to your girlfriend? I made it because of her. I wanted to make a very simple model that she could follow. I'll see you guys live on Friday. This is going to be a long break, man. I don't like taking breaks from you guys. I'm going to be honest. But it's 3 days, so I won't be live until Friday. I appreciate you guys. Feels like I'm saying goodbye, man. Feels like a breakup. I tried to stream. I honestly tried to take my setup, but it's just not going to work out. I don't think I could get internet to my computer, so I don't even think it's streamable. I don't have a strong enough laptop. But I'll post in the Discord. I'll post in the Discord my outlook and stuff. And all that stuff. So it's just a 3-day trip. I'll be back on Friday. No, we can't do it because I have to make sure I'm ready and packed because I got a long drive coming. So I'm just going to a beach house. Trip to Alabama, close enough. How do I join the Discord? It's in my bio. It's free. You can join the Discord for free. I appreciate you guys. Mr. Gour, we know it's not you, bro. You can let the act go. We know you're not the guy. This guy's trying to finesse, but we already know. It literally says, right? It's not you, bro. We know it's not you. Nice try, though. Nice try. Before you leave to get milk? What? Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys live on Friday. Good luck trading this week. And I'll post my daily outlooks for you guys. Signing out for 3 days.